Now, do you guys recall a couple years ago this was really awful. A family was on vacation, I think, at Disney, and the little
sounds
kid,
awful already.
the kid got too close to the water, and the alligator just ate the kid.
Ate the kid.
And
I was looking over funny because
Yeah.
honestly, when you said that, I thought about that story and how I had a kid, and
It's just the worst. And let me tell you about that family. The Yelp reviews were scathing.
Oh, I bet.
Did you see the pictures of all the crocodiles at Disneyland though? After that,
Yeah.
You know what? I think they said we wish we could leave no stars in our review. Well, you know what I think with this? I think Disney's point of view was that they just pointed to a sign that said like, "Well, there's alligators here."
Yeah. And
they were like, I thought they were singing and in costume.
I saw a giant one at Disney.
Yeah.
It was and it was walking around in the Peter Pan ride.
Oh shit!
Really?
Yeah.
Did you kill it?
No.
Oh.
Part of the ride.
Did it have an alarm clock in its
Alligator
stomach?
had a clock in its stomach.
You just murder it?
Yeah.
No, I
Here,
got
look. Oh my God.
God, it's
Why would you have an attraction of a thing that killed a child at your park?
So I was going to say, in fairness, they probably thought it meant that gator.
Oh my God.
They didn't realize, and dude, and the dad jumped in to try to save the kid.
Of course he did.
You know what? All right.
Oh,
I have some thoughts on this.
terrible. I can
Okay.
see
So
where the person
sad.
looks out through the
Yeah,
chest.
that little chest
eating.
hole.
Can you imagine they gave them like free breakfast vouchers and they got them and they were like
it.
Monday through Thursday?
Yeah.
What the fuck? But
Do you have any remaining children that would like to meet Cinderella?
you
Yeah,
know
would
what?
you,
That,
would you
that
like to
is.
say in a theme suite that's not Peter Pan?
But that's you want to talk about having a peak life experience.
Yeah.
You're on vacation.
Yeah.
Your kid gets eaten by an alligator. Nothing will ever be that. Nothing will ever be good again. But nothing will ever be that bad.
That bad.
Because even if you have a second kid who
Interesting.
gets eaten by an alligator on vacation, at least you're like, well, I know how to make the. You'd be like, well, the funeral plans.
Actually, it's-
open casket. Maybe
Nah.
Izod shirt,
Oh, God.
no Izod shirt in the
think it's
casket.
worse.
Odd shirt. Yeah.
I think it's worse though because now people think you're feeding your children to alligators.
Yeah.
It's really not a thing you strike at twice.
I'm so sorry.
No
about what
eyes on
happened to your
shirts.
kid and everything. Oh, you had to bring Gatorade? You had to fucking couldn't drink anything else?
Can you imagine the guy who wears the Lacoste shirt to their family barbecue? Like,
Oh,
what?
Good. I got
the
the TJ
the
Maxx.
mother's back in the zoo exhibit from space.
How about when he goes back to the work and the guy who didn't hear? How was vacation?
Is it good?
Yeah.
My kid
How
got
was,
eaten by an alligator. Huh? Did you go on Space Mountain?
Yeah, hey, no, Bob went to Disney. Go ask him.
Yeah.
I'm taking my kids to, they play a joke at the office with the new guy. It's like, oh, yeah, we're going to Disney. I'm taking the kids. Really? Bob took his kids.
Go ask him.
Go ask him. He had a great time.
Hey Bob, we're thinking about staying near the water, but it's a little extra money. What's your take on
Yeah,
that?
he stayed at the Yacht and Beach Club. Go ask him about it. He had a great time.
Then asked to borrow his stapler.
Yeah. I hear you had a great time at Disney. A workplace shooting today. One dead. Motive unknown at this time.
Wife said not as bad as her weekend.
Disney has had some amazing fucking deaths
Oh yeah.
over the years. My
Price is not
favorite,
constant.
with all the moving parts in that fucking place
Yeah.
and the just very randomness of the people that go there. There was an Asian couple, I guess, and this was at Disneyland. They have Tom Sawyer Island and the boats, the
Yeah.
big paddle boat, and the Columbia, which is kind of like this black pirate boat looking thing, goes around. And it's on a track, but it is propelled by itself. It's self-propelled. So they have to come in and dock to pick people up. They have a crew. They throw these giant ropes on cleats, just like everything else, like a real boat. So they throw this. They're coming in a little fast.
Coming in hot.
Coming in hot with the Columbia. They throw a fucking rope on a cleat. The thing goes, bang! The cleat rips out of the dock, nails an Asian dude right in the head.
holy
Just takes
shit.
half his fucking head right off.
Yeah.
Are there other
Shot,
people
dude, the
on
cleat's like this big.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Also damaged his camera.
Yeah. He had a couple around his neck.
Fortunately, his wife still had two.
It was like, oh, this part of attraction?
Shattered the giant telephoto lens.
Ruined
He
his,
fucking-
totally
yeah.
destroyed his farmer's hat.
They developed the film. The last picture was a close-up of a cleat.
Yeah.
It's like this close.
The only thing left was one pair of half of big black glasses.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, the heavy frames.
That to me is like, what are the odds?
I'm gonna get pissed myself.
Oh yeah, what are the odds any of that's gonna happen and it's gonna hit you? Just terrible.
Dude, that's awful.
Yeah.
I wonder if you don't even have the moment when that's flying towards you to think, you've got to be kidding me. You don't even.
Oh no, it apparently happened very quickly. Then there was another one. There was something called America Sings. And yeah.
Is it as tragic as Miranda sings?
America Sings. And it was this theater in the round, and the audience was in one place, and then the whole thing spun, and you'd get to see a different thing that would spin in front of you as another audience, like pie slices, would see another thing. Well, some girl working it decided to take a shortcut between the segments of the pie segments of audience around a wall,
which have been sharpened to a diamond point.
Right, which Mickey took a rasp to and made razor sharp. So she went there. There she is.
Oh.
She looks like everyone that was killed by a serial killer.
Yeah, she looks like
They all have that look.
She's got, if Ted Bundy liked blondes.
Right. This would have been a Ted Bundy if Disney didn't kill her. Pretty girl. She went to squeeze between it and got caught in the mechanism and squished that way. Then there's probably the most harmless ride in the park, which was the Monsanto People Mover, I believe it was.
What is that, like the thing at the airport where you...
Yeah, it was like a people mover. It was supposed to be the future. Like, this is how people were going to get around. It's
For someone it wasn't.
Yeah. So it's a track, electric, and these cars were on it. And that was always what you went on to bide time because the lines were too long on anything good. So you get there, and a bunch of high school kids were on it, and 2 cars would be attached by a link, and they would move at a time, and then another 2 cars, and you'd see, like, inside Space Mountain and inside the Matterhorn bobsled and stuff. And a couple of these students decided to jump between the 2 cars and get into the other car, and, well... So he fell between the 2 and kind of got electrocuted and squished. And
oh, nice. I like a good combo death.
Yeah, good combo death.
Crush, slice.
Like that. Another kid tried to swim between Tom Sawyer Island and the other one and was lost at sea. It's literally a mud puddle.
Oh, it looks like we have breaking news coming in.
Iraq.
Do you remember they used to have... like the gondolas or whatever, the ski lift things that would go from Tomorrowland to Frontierland or something like that.
To Tomorrowland.
And they had to get rid of those because people were either dropping things or potentially falling out of them.
Yeah, it was a different time when they installed them.
Yeah.
They thought people were nice enough to not drop shit on the people's heads down below. And they didn't for many years.
People were better behaved.
And then something happened... I guess parenting and teaching people morality and ethics. And then they just started dropping shit off of the cable cars on people's heads and had to get rid of that attraction. Yeah.
I don't even know what you're talking
Oh, yeah, the cable cars at Disneyland. Yeah, we were talking about all the deaths at
the
Disney.
ones that go above.
Yeah, they had to get rid of them because people were dropping shit on people's heads.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Isn't that lovely? Isn't that good? And then there was another death in... I think, someone got electrocuted trying to swim somewhere. Yeah. Because there's, it's electric in the water. Yeah. It's not a real lake, you dummy.
Yeah, there's a couple of deaths where people stayed on Tom Sawyer Island and then tried to get on the boat and hit a rock and fell off the water and died and stuff like that.
What a dummy.
Yeah.
There's a rumor, I think an urban legend, that Disney has a deal where they don't write the place of death as Disney. That like they take them to
like
the
a
hospital.
post office
They don't declare anyone dead at Disney proper. They have to take them to the hospital where they then declare them as dead.
More breaking
news. No
news.
one literally has died at Disney.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know how true it is. It sounds like an urban
Good
legend.
idea, though.
Mickey shows up and it's just like, you know the deal.
Yeah. Listen, motherfucker. I'm thinking I'm thinking Teddy Wong with the cleat in his head probably died right there on the spot.
We're writing this one down as heart failure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I don't think you understand. You're all just guests here. Just pulling some casino shit on him.
Mickey, they look like ants from up here. They are ants.
Yeah. We listen, Mr. Corleone.
I need one favor. This motherfucker died at the hospital.
I remember she was laughing. She was laughing.
Get her out of here.
Fucking gator.
Yeah.
And that fucking gator.
Right?
Which hand do you give your tickets to the ride person with? Put it up on the table. You could leave here. You could leave here with your hand or your Matterhorn bobsled fast pass. You can't have both.
That's great, right? It's a small world after all.
Yeah, this goes.
Shit. Throw him out of the park. Open the door with his fucking head.
Just beating the shit out of somebody with a phone.
Yeah.
But it's a giant cartoony princess phone.
Oh, of course.
Just sitting.
And when I get out of Frontierland, who's go? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come back. I'm going to beat your fucking head in again. Because I'm fucking crazy. There's a lot of holes in Frontierland. Like a lot of holes. Shit. Yeah.
The policy was called "Nobody Dies at Disney."
Yeah.
We did it back in the
So
day.
at least they covered it up.
They couldn't just call it Operation Capricorn or something like that.
What a dumb name.
Yeah, in case somebody gets a hold of it, we want to make sure it says what
Yes.
it does in the first 5
But if
words.
it sounds exactly like what it is, maybe they'll think that's the code.
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought that was the policy for not reusing plastic forks in the cafeteria, but it.
We used to have people call in and they said they used to work at the parks, and it
Yeah.
was you get them to the secret entrances or the tunnels, and then ambulance off the property, and that's when they would be declared
Throw 'em
dead.
out back.
Because nobody dies at
I
Disney.
don't know what happened. She slipped. She hit her fucking head. First, she was a hooah. I know.
You have Goofy and fucking
Yeah.
he was just a girl, Mick.
Yeah, I'm a made guy. You can't hit a made guy. What are you doing? Oh boy, she slipped and fell, hit her head.
You ever see The Cooler with William H. Macy?
Oh, yeah,
When
yeah,
Alec
yeah.
Baldwin punches the pregnant lady in the stomach?
Yeah, that was an outtake. I hear you just did that.
Yeah. It was over a parking spot.
Right, a parking.
I can only hope Disney with these bodies has some kind of chute that they go down.
Yeah.
It just has to be like a dumbwaiter where they.
Like some automated thing. Like underneath Disney is a whole fucking industrial complex down there.
Chimney with Dick Van Dyke singing in it.
Yeah. There are a few
Chimney,
places.
chimney,
His body's burned behind him.
Yeah. There's probably something where they turn you into a ghost in the Haunted Mansion.
Right?
Like that's your fucking.
Like the old wax museum movies. right?
Yeah. They just all
like-
of a sudden there's. Hey, that looks like the kid that was eaten by the alligator. Creeps and ghosts of every size, they begin to.
It's like the whole ride's fun till the last part. You're like, what the fuck?
Why is there an Asian ghost with a camera and half a head?
I brought my kid on this ride. I didn't expect a mutilated Asian man.
Yeah. Fuck. Can you sign over the rights to that
He
fucking.
had 1/2 glasses.
Yeah. She used to work here, and America sings.
His wife's
It was
next to
crushed.
him with a bolt in the back of her head because that's what Mickey did to her.
Yeah, Mickey had a fucking.
Bring her here.
Yeah.
That's great.
I want you to fucking bring her here. Ugh, I thought she'd never shut the fuck up.
She's just frozen with a Mickey Mouse hat and just like one line of
Yeah.
blood coming down, like one droplet.
You'd be late to your own fucking funeral.
Bring her to Universal.
Make that coffee to go.
Nobody dies at Disney. Feeding her to Jaws.
Oh my God.
That makes you think Epcot is like John Wayne Gacy's crawl space. They're just
yeah.
stuffing bodies under
Was
there.
Michael Jackson.
Another order of lime. Get some more lime for the Epcot.
When they found Pluto, he was frozen solid. They had to thaw him out for a week before they could do the autopsy. Mickey was getting rid of all the loose ends. Minnie, you want a dress? Just keep walking back. Just keep walking back. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's the happiest place on earth. You can't have people dying there.
Those are good deaths. So.
I love Iraq with the code name for the operation.
It's amazing.
It's called, get this, Nobody Dies at Disney.
And everybody was like, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. No one will know what it means.
Fuck them.
Operation Fuck 'em never got off the ground.
They're like, Mickey, we can't call it fuck 'em.
You call it whatever I say you call.
Fred, come here.
Mobbed up Mickey.
Come here, you fat Irish fuck.
I'm the boss of this family. Holy shit.
Dude, they are responsible for as many deaths as the Gambinos, apparently.
Yeah. They hit Minnie at 5:05 outside Pirates of the Caribbean. You tell Mickey to make that deal.
Those old-timey cars are blowing up.
That's right. Hey, look at the hair on Geppetto. Who's that remind you of? Who's that? He's got a good head of hair, that guy.
It's him.
Your Geppetto's been fucking kids.
Donald Duck's looking this way. Uncle Scrooge looking that way. He's like, what do you want from me?
We could hide the gun behind the Mexican kid, and it's a small world. Tell him you gotta go take a piss.
Just get up.
Oh, you gotta go. You gotta go.
You go to the hot dog stand. You go to get yourself a pair of mouse ears.
Yeah,
and
I
inside.
thought I rounded up all you Disney hoods. Stand them up. Yeah,